This time on Conestoga Connected. Combat Corner dives into why so many fighters choose a shield.
We do allow shield-on-shield contact.
Will Fleming from Signature Move once again shows off his athletic prowess.
Such a good trick me.
Sports Rehashed throws us a fastball. And we take a serious moment to honor and remember our fallen heroes.
Remembrance is not a holiday.
All of this and more coming up on Conestoga Connected. Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Conestoga Connected. My name is Jay Vanderhayden. We have an episode full of learning, activities, and fun. But today we do begin on a more solemn note. My co-host, John Grande, is going to start us off with some more information.
Thank you, Jay. With November upon us, we reach a very important time of the year. A time to think of those who fought for our freedom so that we could live the lives we're lucky enough to have today. The impact made by those brave soldiers will be felt by generations to come. Let's join Sam McInerney, who had the privilege of sitting down with the president of the Royal Canadian Legion's Branch 530 in Waterloo.
Remembrance Day is an important day in Canada. Today, I'm here at the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 530. We're going to step inside, talk to one of its members, and discuss why Canadian soldiers should be remembered as history heroes. The Royal Canadian Legion was established in November of 1925 as the Canadian Legion of the British Empire Services League, and it slowly started gaining more members until it became the Legion we know today. So let's go talk to Bob Berg, the president of this branch, to discuss remembering.
I think the key is the suffering, and even you don't have to just think of World War II, who died in World War II. It's the people who are suffering even to this day. And you wish it better. I wish them better.
November 11th, there's talk about making it a federal holiday. What are your thoughts on that? And maybe, what do people in the Legion think?
Well, people of the Legion, I can't answer for them, but I can answer for a lot of veterans I've talked to. It's not a holiday. Holiday is normally where you're off work and you go somewhere else and you celebrate and you're happy and you're away from it. Remembrance is not a holiday.
Remembrance Day is about stopping to remember the brave heroes who paid the ultimate price for our freedom. It's about preserving the stories and memories of those who have served and those who have fallen. During my visit, Bob also took me on a tour of the Legion and told some of the inspiring stories of those who have served.
A bundle wrapped with a 5-day-old baby slipped from the arms of the grandmother. Harold is downstream and turned towards the screams. He noticed the bundle with the baby. He threw down his rifle, removed his battle jack, and ran into the turbulent water, thereby saving the baby.
Is there anything you'd like to say to our young audience?
But there's a lot of things on the internet. There are unbelievable stories on the internet. So, yep, research. If you don't know, call us and we'll direct you, get you the website that you can find.
So that was the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 530. Today, we discussed why the tradition of remembrance is an extremely important one. To all the brave men and women who have fought for our country, thank you, and lest we forget.
Because of the sacrifice of those who came before us, we're able to enjoy all that the world has to offer. Take life by the reins. Try something new this week. And we have just the thing. Let's take a look at today's Adventure Quencher, where the crew tackles an escape room in Waterloo.
Howdy, my name is Artemis Austin, and today I'm taking the Adventure Quencher team, plus a couple of guests, to complex rooms in Waterloo to do an escape room. Just remember, there's no escape. For us, because I'm bad at puzzles, you would probably do just fine.
Escape rooms are a really difficult business to have during COVID, especially when everybody was isolated at home. But what we did is we wrote some online games where people could interact with our space through Zoom. We also have take-home games where you can take physical props from our space, bring them home and experience the escape room with the comfort of home with your family. But then as we're opening up, we're just making sure that we are as safe as possible. We're doing everything we can from, masking to reduce schedule, to reduce number of people in the space so that people can come and still experience and have fun.
And fun we will have. After a little explanation, we head into the escape room. The escape room we will be doing today is the attic, which is their easiest room, thankfully. We're out in the cold, and our only solace is this old cabin with an attic. We're locked in, and we only have an hour to get out. We're wish good luck, and off we go.
There was something about a cat. Our cat likes to hide under
We start strong by figuring out a couple of puzzles quickly.
And that one's last.
We find some bells, but we couldn't figure them out, so we move on.
Circular mirror. I don't know if this is entirely relevant.
And soon after that, we get completely stumped.
No, I don't know.
Thank God if the answer is the Philippines.
Oh, I've never been there.
Thankfully, with a little help from the game master,
Scarf!
we were able to continue along.
Any kind of cat, you're good at that.
No.
To look around for.
There's 3 bells over there.
Which one is the highest?
This one.
However, the bells continued to best us, and ultimately, we were unsuccessful. Despite all the added person power from our guests, there really was no escape. We failed, and are now forever trapped in this freezing attic. Just kidding. I hope. Well, I feel thoroughly hydrated. For this week at least. If you want to prove how much better you are than the Adventure Quencher team, come to Complex Rooms in Waterloo or visit complexrooms.com for more info. And we'll see you thirsty adventurers next week. Have a happy Halloween.
Time flies fast in activities like escape rooms, but that's not the only thing that flies fast. Next, we head to Kitchener with Sports Rehash to step up to the mound and learn how to pitch a consistent fastball, as well as figure out how they managed to put so much speed behind it.
Today we're here in Kitchener, and today we're going to be talking about one of North America's biggest sports, that is baseball. Now, I've always found it truly fascinating how pitchers can get the ball so quick and precise at the same time. Now, I've always wondered how they've done it. Luckily for me, today we brought someone who can help with that. Today's guest is Nick Sawyer. He started as a bat catcher, but slowly transitioned into a pitching role for the better half of his 7-year career. As a pitcher, catcher, and shortstop, Nick helped his team win an impressive 3 first-place tournaments in 3 straight days, which included 3 days of 4 games back-to-back. His fastest pitch ever recorded was 60 miles per hour, and he was an A-rated player by many scouts, even offered several AAA team offers. How do you ramp up the speed so quickly, but also getting it super precise?
It's all about how the balls hold. You want to hold it properly, making sure you don't overcup it or undercup it, making sure you have them on the seams, or if you're trying to throw a curveball, not on the seams.
So, where do you generate the most power in your body for the most optimal fastball?
Mostly from the legs and moving. You want to sway your whole body. You want to use both your legs and your force of your arms and whole body as you swing forward. Generates most of the force.
The speed at which the ball is thrown is conducted through something called kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is conducted through body movements. That means that every movement Nick makes starting from his feet translates to the speed the ball travels. So unfortunately we've reached the end of our time, but I hope you learned a lot. I know I certainly did. I want to thank you, Nick, for coming on, being such a great guest, helping us out, learn these new tips and tricks.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. It was lots of fun.
So yeah, I'm Luke Reinhardt.
I'm Nicholas Sawyer.
And we're Sports Rehashed. Thank you very much for watching.
I still don't understand how baseball players manage to hit a fastball. I would be too worried about blinking and missing it. Continuing with sports, on this week's episode of Signature Move, Will Fleming attempts to learn one of the hardest things in sports, besides throwing a fastball.
Welcome to University Stadium, home to the Laurier Golden Hawks. Today I will be attempting how to learn to save a penalty kick in soccer. Although I grew up playing soccer, this is uncharted territory for me, and I'm sure the person who invented soccer will get a kick out of this. So let's see how I do.
basically been playing it my whole life. Started when I was 4, started playing rep when I was 9, became a goalie at 10, so it's basically been my whole life. I don't find it that hard because it's the thing I love to do.
So it's not that hard for you.
Not that
but
hard
for other
for
people,
me.
it might be pretty difficult.
Yeah, can you put yourself in front of a speeding ball is the question.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that, but I know my answer easily.
We were at McMaster in our second year, so that would have been 2019. The shooter went bottom right, Steph got a hand on it and kept us in the game. Steph's diving all over the place all the time.
But only the one penalty kick?
I mean, it stands out in my mind the most. She's always diving top right corner, then top left corner. I don't know how she does it.
Is it purely a guess or is it more analytical?
It's a little bit of both. Sometimes it just comes down to guessing because different players have different strategies to kick you off your game. Look at their eyes, look at how they run up to the ball, what foot do they kick with.
I always look right, shoot left.
So I'll be saving your shot, so look right, shoot left. That's what you're
Yes.
saying, and you never change it up?
Nope, never.
Okay, perfect. This is gonna be an easy dub, 2 weeks in a row. So do you have any tips to protect my face?
Put your hands in front of you.
That's it, that's all I get. Okay, well, let's see how we do. We're gonna do a little challenge, best of 3 with Aaron kicking to see who can save the most. I brought my own gloves, so don't worry. This is a serious winner takes all competition. Good luck. Oh.
Look right, shoot left.
I know, but I thought you were gonna trick me. That's what I'm doing. Good try, a lot more graceful than me. Are you going left? Go! Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. Okay. No! Don't go easy. That's it, dog. See you.
Try and move next time.
Well, diving is really tough. It was really intimidating, especially when Aaron is kicking it. But thank you very much for coming out. It was a great time.
Thank you.
I know I really didn't dive or move all that much, but it's actually a lot harder than it looks. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I need to go celebrate my victory.
Nice armored mitts there, Will. Speaking of armor, we may not have a round table, but we do have a lot of round shields. This time on Combat Corner, I go back to the Kitchener Amtgard live-action roleplay field to find out why so many fighters choose a shield. So last time, we talked a lot of smack about short swords. But how do you prevent yourself getting hit from other people's short swords? Today, we're talking shields.
Shields are one of the easiest ways to defend yourself against a multitude of attacks. To hold your shield, you want it tight against your chest, covering from above your shoulder to just below your hip, and you want to still keep your sword leg forward because you need to hit people. To attack someone using a shield, you either need to get to one side or the other to expose their back or hips, or you need to attack their sword arm. If you want to get spicy, you can throw a fake shot in a direction that could cause your opponent to move their shield and then hit them where they moved away from.
Players are welcome to craft their own weapons, but there are strict rules that must be adhered to. All weapons are checked thoroughly by an official before being allowed on the battlefield.
So your basic shield will have some sort of handle. This one has a punch grip rather than a strap. On top of that will be usually some sort of backing, and above that will be an inch of foam, so it's at least as safe as our weapons. And then some sort of cloth or occasionally plastadipped, like this one, as a cover to make it more durable. Shield bashing is, as a rule, not allowed. You cannot bash a shield into another person's body. We do allow shield-on-shield contact, so if for some reason you get in close and your shield makes contact with somebody else's shield, that is fully allowed.
Just remember, your shield isn't a weapon. Think of it more like movable armor.
So favorite combo is absolutely flail. Flail is great, as you can see, it's very wobbly, and that's the great part about it. With a flail, what happens is that the breaking point comes across and strikes right in the back. It's an instant kill. With a sword, that shot will stop here, and that's it. It'll be blocked. The flail, it just wraps. It does everything that you want it to do, and nobody else wants it to do that.
We've done some offense, we've done some defense, so don't stay on the fence. Check out your local Amtgard field. Hey, I wasn't ready!
With winter on the way, it would be nice to shield myself from the cold. Anyway, I'm John Grande.
And I'm Jay Vanderhayden. That's it for the first half, but don't fret. Stay tuned for Shanice Miller, Ryan Giesbrecht, and some more amazing segments.
There's a lot more to come on the second half of Conestoga Connected. Shanice Miller checks out some live Oktoberfest music. The team at Rescue Tales tells us about the Humane Society of Kitchener-Waterloo and Stratford Perth.
Our vision is to create communities that value and respect animals.
Watch out for spiders as Pauline Mungai faces her fear on Fraidy Cat Fright. This and so much more coming up.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the second half of Conestoga Connected. I'm Ryan Giesbrecht. We sure learned a lot from the first half of the show, but be prepared for more, as we've got some exciting, fun, and educational segments that we can't wait to show you. Let's head over to my co-host Shanice, who's going to get us started.
Thanks, Ryan. Today on Rescue Tales, our host Nicole Buer visits the Humane Society of Kitchener-Waterloo and Stratford Perth. I'm excited to find out more, and I'm sure a bunch of adorable animals are headed our way. So why don't we jump right in and take a look.
Hello and welcome to the Humane Society of Kitchener-Waterloo and Stratford Perth. We're going to see a bunch of amazing animals today, so please come inside and let's take a look around.
Our organization has been in the community since 1927. We are leaders in animal welfare, and our vision is to create communities that value and respect animals.
A lot of animals at the Humane Society come in as strays, an animal on someone's property, or an injured animal that the Humane Services will go out and pick up and bring into the care center, where the veterinary team will assess them. If it's a wild animal, they will most likely go to a rehabilitation center. And if it's a domestic animal like a cat or dog, they will go into the foster care system or up for adoption if the owner doesn't come and claim them.
People in our community can help our centers in a lot of different ways. Of course, we do fundraising through events, campaigns. We take financial donations, donations of product or gifts in kind we take at the center as well. But people are available to volunteer, come in and help us out with some of the center operations, walking dogs, giving animals enrichment. So there are many ways that people can help the organization.
So originally our foster program started out with adults caring for animals who are undergoing medical procedures or maybe are too young to be adopted. During the pandemic, we've expanded that program so that any animal in our shelter can go into a foster home. That program has been very successful to the point where we've expanded it. Last year, we partnered with Wilfrid Laurier University, where they're actively promoting the foster program to their students and to their staff. This summer, we've opened up this program to high school students so that they can participate in the program, learn about animal care, and also earn community hours towards their graduation diploma.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode of Rescue Tales. It is truly amazing what these people do here, and I hope you feel inspired to volunteer your time for your own region's Humane Society.
To face your fears, you have to have the guts and the right motivation. This week on Fraidy Cat Frights, Pauline Mungai has the motivation, but does she have the courage? We're changing it up from cute and fluffy to creepy crawly. Let's find out if she has what it takes to conquer her fears as she heads to the Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory.
I haven't always been afraid of arachnids, but ever since I saw a spider crawling down my ceiling when I was sleeping, I have to check every room now to check if there's any spiders in the corners underneath my bed. But today I'm going to be going to the Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory to face my fears by holding a vinegaroon.
My name is Sarah Brooks, and I'm a qualifying registered psychotherapist at Exhale Therapy.
Well, the first step is really just to call it out. Very often our fear response is kind of triggered by running away from the fear, which is our natural response. But if we shine a light on it and stare it in the face, the brain gets back some of its control, and it reduces the risk that that fear is going to sneak up on you in the future.
That's a relief that they're not venomous.
Yeah,
So,
you will hardly feel it at all. I'll
okay.
just start letting it very slowly
Okay.
walk onto your hand.
Alright.
Just keeping in mind that they are also very delicate and sensitive too.
Yeah, okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Andalyn. I am the naturalist here at Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory, where we have a really fascinating, diverse live invertebrate collection that includes spiders and arachnids. You doing all right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
If we happen to come across one, it's not because it's hunting us or stalking us, it's just because we're sharing a space with them, because they are literally everywhere.
I feel very terrified right now.
But noticing things, behavior shifts or mood that just don't feel right for you, maybe means you'd want to engage in that conversation and reach out for support.
Can you hardly feel it at all?
Yeah, I can hardly feel it, but if I look at it,
then it kind of starts to
yeah.
My most favorite facts about them, especially when it comes to tarantulas, because one of the things we think of first as tarantula is kind of that fuzzy or hairy appearance. And that is because their whole body is a big sensory organism to detect the slightest vibrations and movements and even changes in air direction and everything. There you go. Now you can say you held a large vinegar.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I just got back from the Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory, and I was actually able to hold the vinegaroon for 1 minute without freaking out. So this has been Fraidy Cat Fights, showing you that there is nothing to be afraid of.
Coming up next, we head to Lady Glaze Donuts in Kitchener, where Liam Gaughan and the Pretty Sweet crew had the chance to check out some pretty glazing baked goods this week. Do not let me hold us up anymore. Let's see what they've got in store.
We're here in Belmont Village in Kitchener, Ontario, checking out Lady Glaze Donuts. Let's check it out.
Only starting up recently, Lady Glaze has become a booming business bringing delicious treats to the city of Kitchener. While putting himself through chemical engineering, co-owner Mark found that baking was actually his true passion worth following.
So Lady Glaze began a little over 2 years ago. I was working in the Burlington, Hamilton sort of area, and the gentleman that ended up becoming my business partner, we had a sort of a creative need, and we saw like a hole in the market here for more of a chef-driven style pastry concept. And I mean, donuts are synonymous with Canada, so we decided to apply the same level of attention to detail and local sourcing to donuts as chefs do to dishes that they present at high-end restaurants. And so that's kind of how Lady Glaze was born.
If you've ever baked before, you know just how delicate every step is. However, this allows for a lot of customization and individuality, which is never a bad thing.
My personal favorite is the Boston cream. So our version of it here, we call it the Belmont cream, just to hail because we're here on Belmont Avenue in Kitchener. And so it's definitely my favorite. So we make a fresh custard on the inside. So it's a pastry cream made with real eggs, real dairy, real butter, and real vanilla. We stuff that inside and then glaze that in a rich Belgian milk chocolate glaze. And that's got to be my favorite, even since I was going back to being a little kid.
Everyone knows that the holidays are the best time for businesses. Bakeries are especially targeted because who doesn't love themed food?
So the holidays for us, it actually starts several months in advance, just to even get like the colors we need for sprinkles and glazes and things like that. A lot of bakery suppliers sell out months in advance. So for any given holiday, we start planning about 4 months beforehand, trying to just nab up all the ingredients we need in order to make things festive for whatever holiday we've got coming up for us. So whether we're looking for reds and pinks and whites for Valentine's Day or oranges and blacks for Halloween, we're thinking about each of those holidays 4 months before in order to get supplies ordered in and get them into the bakery, and that's when we start thinking of flavor ideas to go with them. So.
Today we were exploring Lady Glaze. It's been a blast of fun. I'm Liam Gaughan, and this has been pretty sweet.
Next, Shanice Miller hits downtown Kitchener to check out the largest Oktoberfest celebration outside of Germany. So let's see what she found, which I suspect was a lot of sauerkraut, beer, and perhaps a little bit of polka.
everyone, and welcome to another segment of Live Camera Action. I'm your host, Shanice Miller, and today we are at Bobby O'Brien's in Kitchener, Ontario, where we're going to be partaking in some Oktoberfest festivities at a Microfest Hall-in. So let's go on inside and take a look at some awesome live music. Let's go.
Starting in 1969, the Kitchener-Waterloo Oktoberfest has become the largest Bavarian festival in North America. Venues, small and large, are host to many Oktoberfest events in the Kitchener-Waterloo area.
Well, it's been great. It's been super busy this summer at Bobby's, so it's a nice way to end the summer with a nice Oktoberfest. And since everything's just getting back to normal, it's a good way with the music and everything.
Today at Bobby O'Brien's, this Microfest Hall-in includes musical stylings from the Saxons. Celebrating German heritage is what Oktoberfest is all about, and that heritage is very important to musical group the Saxons. We were lucky enough to discuss some of the heritage of the band with the drummer, John Frem.
We actually know each other because we're all of the same ethnic heritage, which is Transylvania Saxon.
Oktoberfest actually originated in Bavaria, Germany in 1810 as a marriage celebration, which continued to be celebrated each year thereafter, growing larger and larger and obtaining more and more festivities.
1, 2, 3, und super! Zicki-zacki, zicki-zacki. Zicki-zacki, zicki-zacki. Zicki-zacki, zicki-zacki. Zicki-zacki, zicki-zacki. Na!
Wow, I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was absolutely amazing. I'm the biggest fan of Oktoberfest culture and food, and I wanted to thank you all for tuning into Live Camera Action. I'm gonna go see if they have any pretzels left. Have a good day.
Last and certainly least, we're going to be heading over to our friends at Bottom of the Bag, where in this episode we watch two bumbling idiots completely mess up a seemingly easy job. Roll the clip.
Dude, where's our getaway driver? He could be here any second.
They're like 6 minutes away. Dude, chill. I'll give him a call. Hey, is this Gerardo? Kinda need you to speed up the time frame. Me and my business partner are kind of in a hurry. Alright, thanks, boss. See you in a minute.
Who the hell was that? Who was that?
Yeah, Gerardo, our hitch driver.
What do you mean hitch?
Yeah, hitch. It's like a rideshare app. You call it, they take you places.
Are you stupid? Of course I know what hitch is. What the hell is the matter with you? What the fuck, man? Are you not realizing that this will attract unneeded witnesses? They'll be able to trace our whole route from start to finish. And I'm a redhead. I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb. I'm the easiest person to spot in the planet. Are you stupid?
Actually, I'm not stupid. Hitch is so much cheaper than our normal getaway driver.
Christ, Mark! It's every time with you. Something happens. Something bad happens. I'm done with this shit. Last time it was the KFC stop, and now it's this. You know what? I'm not doing another score with you. I do not want to get caught up with this shit. You're on your own, okay? It's over, okay? Never again. Ooh.
It's Mark, right? 5 stars and you didn't see me. Sounds good. Get in.
That sure was a lot of fun. I had an absolute blast, and I'm so happy I was able to get that last pretzel. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today.
From all of us here at Conestoga Connected, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.